And welcome back to the Toffee Blues YouTube channel, your source for all things Everton. My name is Thomas, back on the channel today with another EFC 24/7 news report. A lot of news to get into today and over the past week or so I'm just going to delve straight into it. The main headliner probably being Everton being linked with a move for Paulo Dybala. I mean, this one obviously has to be taken with a pinch of salt. Apparently, according to court offside, there's issues over Dybala's contract. I've seen it mentioned by other sources as well. Apparently, nothing's been agreed in terms of a renewal of his contract. Apparently Everton want to bring him, but apparently Dybala is expected to turn down any formal offers from Everton, which is probably highly likely. Of course, we've seen a lot of Serie A players get linked with Everton in the past, purely because of that Carlo Ancelotti link-up. I can't see Dybala moving here. I mean, I'm not too certain about the situation surrounding his contract at Juventus, but I can't see him moving to Everton anytime soon, and he would probably want to move to Champions League club if we don't get Champions League this season, obviously after that disappointing Palace result is looking increasingly unlikely, but plenty of games still to play, so we'll have to see. So let us know what you think about that one down in the comments below. How reliable do you think that is? Some disappointing news as well from the under-23 games. Of course, Tyler Nyango, he's made his debut for the first team, but he's picked up a pretty significant injury, picked up a ankle fracture after Everton's last-minute winner against Manchester City in that match. Picked up a pretty bad injury, so we wish him all the best, and rough to see him get injured like that, but he'll bounce back very strongly, I'd imagine, and it'll be good to see him in the first team in a couple of years. So all the best to him. Next up, Everton are partnering with global gaming brand My Games in a short-term strategic sponsorship deal. The interesting part about this, and the reason we're bringing it to you, is USM do own that, of course, the company that is owned by Alisher Usmanov. A lot of links have been made to Usmanov in the past, whether he's going to become a director at the club, part owner. Not really too certain, but at the moment he's making a lot of different investments. USM, I think, sponsors Finch Farm now. It's on the side of the stadium. And now My Games is the official mobile gaming partner of Everton Football Club. Usmanov there getting more involvement in the club, more money into the club. So, I mean, not much you can really say about that one. It's good news that the club is getting more revenue from somewhere. It's pretty interesting that it's all come from the same source. But yeah, next up, in terms of an outgoing, Theo Walcott, he went on loan to Southampton earlier in the season. His contract does expire in the summer, and according to The Athletic, Southampton are hoping to finalise a permanent deal for Theo Walcott. I wish him all the best. He's clearly didn't have the easiest of times at Everton, came in at a tricky time in that January transfer window under Sam Allardyce. Maybe didn't quite hit the heights that we were all hoping for, came in about 20-25 million, I think. He's done well at Southampton. He had a bit of an injury here and there, but I think he is doing well. Another player I wish all the best. He's not a player that you ever really questioned his attitude. Seems like a good lad, but it never really worked out for him at the club. So it seems like that move to Southampton is going to be made permanent in the summer when his contract does expire. And next up, according to L'Equipe, via Sport Witness here, that Everton are apparently interested in Marseille striker Germain, of course, former Monaco in that title-winning side a couple of years ago. Apparently his contract does expire in the summer, and we are looking for a backup striker, which we'll see in the next story as well. And apparently we've been linked with him. I don't know too much about the player. Of course, he did have that good season with Monaco. Kind of tailed off since then. If his contract's expired, maybe he hasn't hit the ground running at Marseille. But I do believe we need another striking option in the summer. We saw against Crystal Palace, we really struggled finishing our chances. And if the club don't fancy Josh King off the bench there, he hasn't really had a sniff so far, hasn't really had too many minutes. If the club don't fancy him as a finisher in those games where we need to be taking our chances in order to win, I think we are going to need another striker, maybe a more experienced striker like the next one. Apparently, according to Corriere Granata, I'm going to pronounce that, Everton are interested in Torino and Italy striker Andrea Bellotti. He's done very well in Serie A. I'm sure he's a name that you've already heard of, very experienced striker. And Torino don't wish to sell Bellotti in the summer, but according to this source, he's going to want to leave and there's not much they can do to stand in the way. Other clubs linked with him, Chelsea, West Ham and Tottenham. I've got to say, if Chelsea and Tottenham came in for him, I think it would be quite tricky for us to convince him to stay. Well, convince him to move to Goodison Park, sorry. Of course, the Carlo Ancelotti impact has had a pretty big deal in terms of transfers in the past, bringing in the likes of Allen, of course, Decore, Ben Godfrey. We had a really decent summer, and James Rodriguez, the absolute standout there, came for Ancelotti's influence. And maybe if Tottenham don't get the European, Champions League football, and if we both qualify for the Europa League, it could be very much up in the air after that. Not too much to separate the clubs in terms of points at the moment, so we'll have to see how that one develops. Going on to a bit of other news in terms of Everton women, Grace Clinton she's apparently a massive talent for the women's side, and she has signed a new contract, the first professional contract for the club. We know we wish her all the best. Willie Kirk, who is of course the Everton women manager, says she has a really bright future, so that's good to see. Hope she does well at the club. Gazzetta dello Sport here also claimed that we made a bid. Well, we're going to make a bid for Alex Merritt, a goalkeeper from Napoli. Another another link there to Carlo Ancelotti. Apparently, it would cost around 20 million, and Ancelotti appreciates his talent after working with him at Napoli in the past. You'll have to let us know down in the comments below what you think about that one. It is an interesting one, the goalkeeper debate again. If Robin Olsen doesn't stay, we're definitely going to need a backup. We've seen João Virginia come in, but I think he does need a loan before he's going to hit the ground running. A lot of people want John Pickford replaced, a lot of people don't, so we'll have to see how that one develops. I think we will be linked with several goalkeepers as the summer, we head towards the summer transfer window more, but it is going to be another tricky window with the Euros coming up. We've seen in the past international tournaments do kind of cause complications in transfers, so we'll have to see about that one. And then that's pretty much it for the news for the past couple of days. A lot of big names being linked, but not many too reputable sources. So let us know down in the comments below what you think about all the rumours we've discussed. Would you take the likes of Belotti or Germain at Everton in the summer? Do we need a backup striker? I mean, well, not a backup striker. Belotti would definitely be a significant signing if we do bring him in, but do you think we need another signing if Josh King doesn't extend his contract? The likes of Dybala, I'm not sure if you take him at the club. I think it's highly unlikely he's going to join, but let us know what you think about all the news down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Toffee Blues, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.